Hello there, my name is Sophie and welcome to this week's video. This week's video was a very last minute plan. Up until about 15 minutes ago, I didn't know what I was going to film this week, but whilst I was doing my morning workout, hence there was no other reason I would be on the internet in just my sports bra, I thought I would talk about it because in July I set myself the monthly goal of starting Couch to 5k again, and in August my monthly fitness goal is to maintain 3 runs a week and start doing 1 home workout a week. And as someone who has had many issues with their weight in the past and body image and all of that kind of thing, I thought I'd talk about coming back to fitness as a plus size, mid to plus size person, because one thing I've always really struggled with exercise is that I'm incredibly unfit. I have very low stamina. I get so red and sweaty so easily. That's part of the reason I wanted to film like right after my workout, to like try and normalize this a bit, because you see so many adverts and pictures of these fit women at the gym, like who are slender and don't have a drop of sweat on them, and that's almost the image of what we expect to see at the gym, when realistically every time I've ever been to a gym it's full of sweaty, muscly men that really take their fitness seriously, and a bunch of normal looking women just doing exercise to feel better about themselves. And I very rarely see these slender people that don't sweat at gyms, so the adverts are lying. But yeah, I'm incredibly unfit, and every fitness program I've ever tried, I've always ended up quitting after a couple of weeks because it's so hard. Because even though it's a beginner program or it's a low intensity program, I'm on such an unfitness level that I almost need an even easier version to build up to the fitness level needed to do the beginner version. So that's always where I've struggled with exercise before. At my kind of current weight and body image, I've been struggling with exercise for about 2 years. When I finished my undergraduate degree in 2018, I finished in May, and I decided I was going to work out every day between May and my graduation in July, so that I could lose weight and I could like my graduation pictures a bit more. But what happened is I went through a bit of a crisis because I just finished my degree and I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life, and I couldn't get a job. And I didn't work out and I didn't lose weight, and I still love my graduation pictures. I still love what I wore, and I mean, I don't love how I look, but I think I would say that whatever weight I was. But I didn't achieve my miracle 3 billion stone weight loss in 2 months, and I felt really bad about myself because not only had I not achieved a goal I'd set for myself, I hadn't lost weight, I was still not eating particularly well, and I was the heaviest I'd ever been. And then after that, I moved home thinking I'd get a job and move out again pretty quickly. That didn't happen. I ended up taking an office job working for my mum, and it wasn't until probably May 2019 when I started Couch to 5k. My mum had a treadmill in her garage, so I used that, and it was really hard, but I made myself get up early and fit in doing a run and working out before showering and going to work. Starting Couch to 5k on a treadmill was really useful for me because I could build up my stamina for running whilst not having to consider pacing myself, because the treadmill, obviously you set the speed and it does it for you. It was a bit annoying having to press the buttons and wait for the speed to catch up when I was alternating between running and walking, but the pacing thing was really useful. And I did maybe 3 months of Couch to 5k. I didn't finish the 9-week program because I had to repeat weeks and repeat runs because I was unfit, and it took me a little bit longer to get used to every run that was scheduled. I don't know how else to describe it, like the running and walking and the amount of time for each one. It took me a little bit longer to feel comfortable with each run before I moved on to the next one. But then I think it got to high summer, I was working full time, it got really hot, and running just kind of fell off the bandwagon. And my boyfriend passed his driving test, I passed my driving test, and we knew we were going to move. So there was a lot going on in terms of planning for moving, packing, going to viewings, trying to arrange everything and all of that. So I fell off the Couch to 5k bandwagon with intent to pick it up once we moved. Then there was a whole heap of issues with when we moved. So we moved out of my mum's house in September. We didn't actually move into this house until October. New Year comes and goes. I set myself New Year's resolutions, losing weight, getting better at exercise, all those kinds of things. And I tried the not Couch to 5k, the Nike training program. They have workouts you can do on that app, so I tried a few of those, but we don't have a lot of space in this house, so there wasn't much scope to actually do it. And then June is when the fitness kind of picked up a little bit. In June I set myself the monthly goal of doing 5,000 steps a day, and although I only hit that goal on 13 out of 30 days, so less than half, but having the goal and at least having more of an idea of what 5,000 steps looked and felt like helped me kind of understand what I needed to do to hit certain goals, if that made sense. So like there's a little park near us, and I know that if I do 1 or 2 laps of that, I'll hit maybe 3,000 or 4,000 steps. But if I do 3 laps, then I'll almost certainly hit 5,000. And then there's a little woods kind of over that way. Not that that means anything on camera. And the walk up to that, there's a really steep hill that we still struggle with. But if we go up there and come back, we can easily do 5,000 steps. And if we go all the way to the end of the wood and back, then it's a 5k walk. So it's, although I didn't hit the goal particularly successfully, it gave me more of an idea of what a certain amount of steps and distances look like. So about halfway through June, I decided that in July I was going to start Couch to 5k again, and I've managed it. I've done 3 runs a week for the whole of July. I've run while I've been on holiday, I've run while I've been at my mum's house instead of being here. I've not missed a run, and I'm really, really proud of myself. I'm going into I'm in my 5th week of running now, and I'm not on week 5 of Couch to 5k. I'm repeating week 2 for the 3rd time because I'm really struggling with it. But the difference between my Couch to 5k now and when I did it last year is that I'm now over a stone heavier again, because lockdown and stress and being in a small 1-bedroom house and so many other factors, lockdown has not been kind to me and my scales. I'm back at my heaviest weight, which is something that is an interesting space for me to navigate mentally. So yeah, I'm really enjoying Couch to 5k, even though it's taking me longer to achieve like what I need to achieve each week. The fact that I'm going out and running 3 times a week is more important to me. The thing I say about working out is that mentally it feels quite good, but physically it feels disgusting. Like my peak heart rate when I'm running gets up to, I think the highest I've been to is 186 beats per minute. And I said this to my mum and my boyfriend, and they were like, it can't be that high, you'll be dead. And I'm not dead, and it did go that high. But it's nice to push yourself. Like, it feels awful when your heart's beating so fast that you can't breathe and you think you're going to be sick on the side of the road next to a school. But when you're not sick on the side of a road next to a school, and you get home and you sit down and you sweat for a bit more and you have some juice and a banana like Sarah Millican has told you to in the Couch to 5k, it's nice to have spent the time outside. I've really enjoyed running outside, even though it's more difficult to pace myself. It's kind of like an extra thing that I can feel proud of myself for, because I have done it. I don't care if this Couch to 5k takes me over a year. and it's meant to take 9 weeks. I'm going out 3 times a week and running, or walking and running for about half an hour, and doing something like that just for myself. And even though since I've started Couch to 5k I've put on weight that I don't really want to disclose, I'm still trying. And the fact that I'm in the mental headspace where I can try even though the results are actually the opposite of what I want, proves to myself that I am stronger than I thought, which is nice. I should go have a shower. I hope you and the ones you love are happy and healthy and staying safe. Thank you so much for watching. Please do subscribe if you enjoy this kind of video, or if there's anything else you'd like to see, leave a comment down below. Otherwise, I hope you're having a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.